pretty straightforward. Oh, and if they start asking questions, just be as honest as you can. Lying will only make us more suspicious. So long as you don't compromise the mission, you're fine. Good luck in there. Knock 'em dead. Okay, you got this.
A blue blood, are you? The army's no place for velvet-swaddled lordlings. Why are you here? Perhaps your noble family collapsed under its own weight. Is that it?
Lineage seems a strange measure for a soldier's worth. I'm looking to enlist. Is that enough for you or not?
An uppity one, aren't you? Fine, lordling. Welcome to the Guard, where it'll be your privilege to die screaming and bloody in service of your country. But mark my words, war will turn your arrogance to piss. When your corpse is plucked from the mud, do try to look patriotic.
But there was no war because of the
Words,
king's power.
Captain. You think threats will buy loyalty? No wonder nobody respects the Guard anymore. But I'm here now, so perhaps the kingdom isn't a lost cause.
Insolent pup! You will learn your place.
Don't. The healers have enough on their plates already.
Be gone, and be thankful you're still in one piece. All right, next. Hurry it up. An elder? I thought your kind was long gone.
Surprise.
18. An orphan, too. The army can always use more of those. So, what brings you to enlist?
I'm just so bored. I want to fight for change. I need the money. Need the money.
I need the money.
Pragmatic, if nothing else. But I suppose a vagrant like you could use the work. So, what can you bring to our beloved corps? Any skills to speak of?
Stronger than I look, I've got a sharp mind, I can take a lot of punishment, I'm small but quick. I've always been lucky. Small but quick?
I'm small, but quick.
Yes, I could see that. Always the cowards who run the fastest, eh? Right, last order of business. Make your mark or sign your name if you're actually literate.
There you go.
You know your letters, do you? We'll get some use out of you yet. All right, lad. Welcome to the Guard.
Yes!
I'm sure you heard about the monster sighting, so stay sharp out there. We're short-handed as it is, so be a good lad and try not to get killed on your first deployment. You can pick up your kit at reception. Standard issue guardsman armor and igniter. Kingdom property. So if you break it, it's coming out of your commission. On your way now. Up to. Next.
It's giving me a free igniter just for signing on the paper? Easy. Along the line, I guess we got no choice but to wait our turn.
Let's hurry.
Was it too much trouble now, was it? We better get in line though, let's like start to suspect something.
Whatever.
So long. You're so young, are you Lucy too? Well, not much choice if you don't have money or a job. Reeve makes the world go round, as it were. Is that money in this world? Magic Igniter, join the queue, because it's only going to get you chewed out. Oh, the nobleman. You enlisting as well? The line starts behind me. If so, or was there something you needed? Nothing. Or you're wondering the same thing they were. If there's a stake on the table at home, what earthly force could drive me to enlist in the Royal Army? Well, let's just say I have my own circumstances. I'm volunteering to fight in order to protect the kingdom, foolish or not. How do I wait in line? Just papyrus. But the tribe don't matter in the army, but they'll probably put me up front as a meat shield until I can find better work. It's of Count Lewis. His army's built on merit, so even a parapet should stand a chance. How do I wait in said line? Last I came to this because I heard you can make a quick reeve here, but they really make you work alongside creepy Elda. Therapists I can deal with, but Elda are right on this. Where'd you hear that? God's own scriptures, that's where. I guess you can't expect an Elda to know shit. Let him say what he wants. Fighting someone like him would just be a waste of energy.
Boy there.
I just fucking talk to this dude straight up. You cutting in line too? Everyone will get their igniters in order. Whoever follows directions, why do only thugs come in here? How do I fucking... Oh. Okay. Oh, there's even a date. I just noticed there's even a date system.
I heard they get sightings.
What? Of those huge monsters? You think that's why we're low on soldiers? Wish they'd have told us that. What do they call them? Something like, human...
Next! Another Clamar. Wait, no. You don't look like the others. Surely not. An elder? It's the first of your kind I've seen.
Move it. There's a priority around here. We're arming squires and children with igniters now. Waste of good gear. It's better off in my hands. Give it here.
Brute force and crude insults. The world is yours for the taking.
Care to say that again, boy?
We all have our reasons to enlist. Now get back in line.
Oh, another high and mighty Clamar, is it? You think your pretty words will measure up to pure Rousant strength?
Oh, forget the tribes. This is a matter of pride. Now, you owe us both an apology.
Come on, no fighting in the ranks.
Sorry for making a scene. You all right?
I had it handled.
I had it handled. You didn't need to butt it.
I saw injustice, and so I spoke up. I don't think that's unreasonable. Well, see you around. Try not to die out there.
Don't make my job any harder, please. Here, your igniter.
Wow. Cinder igniter.
These days, most come with their own magna crystals. So with practice, anyone can use magic. To an extent, anyway. It's not the sort of thing you can master in a day. For now, newbies like you best focus on surviving.
King around his neck is apparently a magic igniter. Captain I spoke with earlier had one too. They must take many different forms like I saw on the main street.
And take this too. Protect it with your life.
Royal Capital Vicinity map.
Wow, that's a real map. It's dangerous to even chart the wilds, but this is full of details. Only the military could pull this together.
Listen up, striplings. My name is Captain Klinger, and as of this moment, you miserable lot are under my command. I'm sure you've all heard about our forces being tied up with the funeral proceedings for His Majesty. But if you think you're on cushy security detail, think again. First, you will be deployed to a fortress at the northern border, where you will be trained into true guards. Our veterans there will teach you the one thing you need to master if you're to survive. Hey.
Yay.
Perfect. That's exactly where our contacts hold up.
Enjoy tonight's sleep, because it's the last full night's rest you'll get. Dismissed!
Even has a temperature.
Look at all the other recruits. They really are desperate for new blood. Oh, right. I know you don't know what our contact looks like yet, but he'll know you by your sword. He'll also know right away why we've come. And don't worry, I'll recognize him. Well, the charming captain is probably right. We should get some rest before tomorrow. Hey. You awake?
Morning already?
Is it morning already?
Does it look like morning? Look, I just have a lot on my mind. Can't seem to fall asleep. I'd heard about what it was like in the capital, but still. When you hear and see all this prejudice out in the open, it's a lot. You okay?
Just how it is.
That's just how it is.
Well, I don't think that should be how it is. Some people are even saying it's the lesser tribe's fault that the monsters are showing up at all. These are the same kind of people who burned down your village, remember?
I'd rather not think about it.
I'd rather not think about it.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. I'll drop it. The prince was kind to take you in. He cared more about who you were than what you were. I can see why you'd want to repay him. Oh, speaking of, he's the one who gave you that book, right? Can I see it?
Sure, I guess.
I gotta say, I've been curious. Thanks.
What was
It's what you
that?
call a fantasy story, right? So it's a fantasy world made up by the author. The prince loved those kinds of stories. Okay,
The
let's
real
see.
world.
It says the young traveler was amazed by the world he saw. In this world, there is only one tribe. All people accept each other, and no soul is born into
Oh
discrimination.
no, that's definitely
Wow.
not our world then.
So not even any fairies? I guess less differences means less to argue over. In such a
Nope.
world, there is no need for sorcery. A megapolis is built through learning and labor. Towers of glass that reach the heavens. Safe nights with no dark shadows. Busy streets well traveled. And in the laws of these emotionally satisfied people, it reads, all lives are equal. Whoa. You see, no magic, no tribal conflict, and equality for all? It really does sound like a fantasy. But it's strange to feel envious of a fictional world. Hey, are you asleep already? You know how hard it is for me to turn these pages on my own? Well, guess I'll just read more later. Good night.
Guessing that's supposed to be our world. Though the whole no discrimination thing is clearly not true. Record the events thus far? Sure, I'll save. Who dis?
Shouldn't you be resting? I'm fine. In fact, I'm glad we have this chance to talk. I've been reading, and I hope that someday we can make our kingdom like the place in this book. You said it was some kind of fantasy novel, didn't you? Our lives are decided at birth, by tribal purity, or by the differences that make us who we are. I don't want that to be the world we live in. The Elder here are a perfect example. If you'd not sheltered me, I would never have survived. And yet, they burned your home down. It's tragic, and no one should have to suffer so. Someone needs to fix... You okay?
I got the black lung, Pop.
Don't push yourself so hard. Reality is much too cruel. I know that. But I'll fight it. I'll fight to the end. I'm a prince. But I need to be a hero. One worthy of the throne. A hero? One who can lead. A beacon who will pierce the darkness when all seems lost. My father taught me that. In his stories, the kingdom was full of legendary heroes. So I can't give up. In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. Not that I expect it will be easy. I believe in you. Familiar words. When I'm down, when I struggle, you're always there to help me through it. Let's do it. You'll be a hero. Trust me.
What the hell is that?
I won't give up either. Trust me.
Going north for training now, right?
Until arrival at the northern border fort, one day remains.
Let's see.
View information about your surroundings on the world map. Use L to highlight the location you want to learn about, then press X.
Let's see.
Intrad, capital of the kingdom of Ukrainia. Citizens of every class and social status reside here, but their spheres of life are divided by numerous districts.
Let's see here.
Grand Trot, huh? It'll probably be a while before we go back.
Let's see. That's where you want to go.
It's the army campsite. We spent last night there.
Let's see.
What's the plan to camp out there tonight? The fort's just past it.
This place here.
Fort was built to defend Grand Trad during the Annex War. After long disuse, it's now manned due to frequent monster sightings.
Hey, don't forget.
Northern border fort, this is where our contact should be, so hopefully we find him quickly. Got it.
Okay then.
Just like popping around Tokyo. All we can do for now is rest.
The carriage transporting the new recruits arrives at its destination.
I like the date, the calendar change animations are pretty cool.
The northern border fort. The towering fortress was built during the Annex War in the mountains at the edge of the territory. Even now, soldiers are sent there for its strategic importance to the royal capital and to combat the rising waves of monsters. Fresh-faced soldiers disembark from their coaches at the foot of a steep ascent to the fort, the first of many uphill battles.
Oh, finally. Can hardly feel my legs.
Listen well, you lackwits. The battlefield is no place to sit on your asses, and the border front is always a battlefield. The call to arms could sound at any time. Stand to, curs. You have the honor to serve at the command of Captain Klinger, war hero, tactician, master of arms. When I earned rank in the trenches, forged in the blood of my comrades.
Spare us this drivel. Say, friend, I'm curious. What is it about that book that's captivated you so?
A world with only one tribe. A world with no magic. A world with only one tribe.
It tells of a world united as one tribe.
No discrimination, eh? A far cry from our world, then. So it's describing a better world. A utopia, perhaps. I'm something of a reader myself, but that's not like any book I've read. You know, when the late king took the throne, he was quite the idealist himself. He made grand claims about unifying the people under his rule. Never managed to do it in the end, of course. Reform takes more than high-minded, eloquent speeches. Maybe he was too blind to see that himself.
Listen to you. A babe with his first sword thinking he knows better than a king. Keep your mouth shut. No one cares what you think.
Nobody asked you.
Something to say? Go on. I'm listening.
Is it a fight you want?
If it's a fight you want, draw your blade.
Didn't think you'd just challenge me straight out. You've got guts for a lesser tribesman. Well, Clemar, I'll let it go this time. But only because I like your friend. Next time, keep your complaining to yourself.
Oh, it's one of those stories, huh? No, we're accepting of
That's the last
homosexual
thing I need.
relationships around this part.
I suppose I
these
deserved
parts.
it in part.
Fine.
Speaking ill of the dead and all. My mouth tends to get ahead of my thoughts sometimes. Although, I'm glad a bad habit seems to have drawn us together. Oh, never got round to an introduction. I'm Stroll. Leon Stroll, son of the Count of Harlia. And you are?
Mashbell.
That's my name.
I have that right. It's got a certain weight to it. For what it's worth, my title doesn't mean much. Here and now, we're peers and equals.
By the skin of my teeth! Now, where was I? Right, as for you, fresh meat.
Someone help!
Is that a soldier? Hey, speak to me, man. What happened?
Listen. Stay on guard. It's too...
Unconscious.
Not one of mine. Must be one of the fort's guard. Those damn vultures across the border. They must have heard about the king's death. Anyway, to the fort. Double time. I'll stay behind to see to the poor bastard's wounds.
You want us to go on ahead? Alone? Shouldn't we at least send a team back to ask for...
I knew fear would take you at the first step. You want to turn tail? Are you a traitor to the cause? The Guard has no place for cowards. You are part of His Majesty's Royal Army. Swallow your fear, fight with pride, and we'll all have medals this time tomorrow!
Hey, medals.
We're warriors. Up there is our first chance at glory and riches. Damned if I'm gonna waste it. Let's go!
Damn it. Well, I suppose this is what we signed up for. Onward, to the fort then.
Back to the world map.
Hey, I've got a bad feeling about this. It's hard to explain, but it's like there's a stench in the air, and it's getting stronger.
Hey, did something happen? Wait, is that a... fairy? Did you catch it yourself?
I don't see a fairy.
Fairy? I didn't see a fairy.
Are you really trying to play that card now? He just saw you talking to me. And I have a name, you know. If you're gonna call me anything, call me Galaga.
So you travel together? You've stayed well hidden for quite a while.
Well, I didn't want anyone making a fuss. But we've got bigger problems right now. I can't shake this feeling. We gotta be careful.
Agreed. I'll follow orders, but I'm not about to let this armchair general send me to my death. Let's take a moment, then head in once we're prepared. I assume you know how to use an igniter properly?
I'm not so sure. He's never used one before. I mean, he's a commoner, so not much chance to.
Fair enough. Well, just stay behind me and you'll be all right.
Oh, he's
I swear
tank.
I won't let you die. I'm with you.
New ally Stroll. Stroll, a brave fighter trying to conceal the nobility, has become your ally.
Oh, this is bad. I didn't think you'd actually have to fight anyone. I just hope our contact in the fort's okay. Let's keep our guard up and hope we find out.
Idle stay.
Okay?
Listen and expect to turn of events on the other side of our mission, okay? Our ally is inside here. Yeah, that's my guess. Somehow we gotta find him. You're running with such purpose. What was that you were talking about? You said something about your ally? Nothing. I was just worried about the soldiers inside. See, well, whatever the case, the situation concerned me too. Let's go inside. Right, give me a second. The dog is like right here looking at me. I'm gonna